I made some more videos, so we're going to be seeing them, baby bird, but look.
My wife held up a single pop.
Hold on.
A little kid came into my store, but the second he saw me, he froze and started trembling uncontrollably. I felt bad because I knew my prison tattoos terrified him, and his legs shook as he slowly walked over. He pointed at
Jesus. It's just tattoos, man.
bag of blue Sour Patch behind me, so nervous he couldn't look
Spider-Man.
me in the eye. His voice shook as he asked for the price, but when I placed the bag on the counter, he immediately snatched it. "I'm so sorry for this, sir." He began sprinting out the door with the Sour Patch, his legs still shaking, but I just reached under my desk and calmly pressed the anti-theft button. The front entrance doors locked, and he stopped dead. His eyes went wide, and he tried prying the doors open, straining as hard as he could.
Open that door.
I calmly walked over and towered over him. Pee began running down his leg when he turned around because he was so scared.
Frankly, we're only like 1 minute in, and he literally just pees his pants. Freaking hell.
He dropped the bag of Sour Patch and covered his face, crying, "I'm sorry, I didn't want to do this." I looked
Clean the damn floor, Mr. His, whatever your name is.
at him and felt like something deeper was going on because he didn't
Frick off.
look like the petty theft delinquent type. I knelt down and asked him why he stole from my store. He was still crying, and between choking
That's him, choking, that's him.
sobs, he said, "My big sister is dying at the hospital.
Oof. No one cares, little to me.
My parents spent all the money on her treatment, and I just wanted her to have her favorite candy one last time." He looked up at me. "I'm a good kid, I swear, I just didn't know what to..."
Nope, police. Get him, that's what I got when I was younger. Then
I felt my heart
7.
break as I picked up the Sour Patch
Then
and
it-
pressed it into his hands while he sobbed. I walked him to the hospital, then watched him
I'm
give her the
turning it
Sour
that way.
Patch, and realized he wasn't a bad kid. He
Sandwich.
was just doing a little wrong,
Sandwich.
so he could do a lot right. A little kid came in. The fat kid in town took off his hoodie and
Fatty. He's a fatty.
started climbing the diving board. "I'm gonna jump." He reached the...
Don't you know that looks like Cookie now, but he's getting very fat because he's eating lettuce.
highest board and put his hands behind his back, but my eyes widened when I saw my daughter
3, 2, 1, go, Dave!
floating right under him. I yelled no and lunged to remove her, but his stomach was already hurtling through the air like an atomic bomb. He hit the water so hard I felt a shockwave, and half the water in the pool instantly cleared out. He stood up in the remaining water smiling, fists at his hips like he was proud. But then my daughter's floaty came up beside him, and I saw she wasn't in it. I instantly panicked and dove under the water, but she wasn't anywhere. I came up gasping and clenched my fists, wondering how this dessert lover made my daughter disappear by falling on her. I grabbed his shoulders and shook him. "Where's my daughter?" He picked up her empty floaty, and his jaw dropped when he saw his stomach imprint where my daughter was. He immediately started splashing everywhere looking for her, screaming, "Not again," while I got out to go look. She wasn't in the bushes. She wasn't with the other kids crying because of what they just saw. She had vanished because of his stomach flaps. But then I tripped over something. I looked down and realized it was the kid's quadruple XL hoodie. I was so angry at him I went to kick it, but then his fat hand blocked my leg. "Don't touch my stuff. I know you're angry, but we'll find her." He yanked his hoodie up, and that's when my jaw dropped. My daughter was right there under his hoodie, soaking wet but alive. I instantly knelt down and scooped her up. She'd never disappeared. Turns out when the fat kid splashed into the pool, she got caught in the water he cleared out, and the wave carried her out and tangled her under his hoodie. I stood there holding her, thankful she was alive. Then I looked at his chubby grin and pushed him back in. The rest of the water left the pool. The fat kid in town took off his hoodie. My youngest dropped by the campfire screaming and clutching his right side, and we were 2 hours from the nearest hospital.
Nah.
The dispatcher on the phone said no ambulance could
Nah, kid, nah. Happy final World Cup, guys.
reach us for 2 hours, and the appendix was about to rupture. Everyone froze around the fire, but my oldest was already sterilizing the camp knife in the flames. "Dad, I got this." Christmas. I know what I'm doing. This is my field of expertise, if you will. His mom grabbed his wrist.
Okay.
You're not cutting a kid open with a camp knife. But I didn't know if we had a choice. I turned to her. Honey, you know our oldest has ADHD, and he had a hyper...
They're married? No, what's not?
I broke a world record and became hated for it. My classmate Kaylee was diagnosed with cancer, and the life-saving surgery she needed cost... My sister gave our 6-year-old brother a Chinese candy bar, and he instantly started dying. Reagan had spent the last 2 years studying Mandarin in Beijing. She sent us pictures. I was walking to meet my friend when suddenly I stepped on a
Yeah,
loop.
we watched that.
The mall Santa pulled my son onto his lap,
I didn't
and when my
watch
son thought I
all
wasn't
this,
listening,
yeah,
he
we
said,
watched
I don't
it.
want anything for me. I just want my dad to get a better job so he can stop being sad that he can't buy me the bike for Christmas. My eyes widened, and that's when I knew I had to get him that bike, even if it killed me. When we got home, I tore through every drawer and found nothing worth selling. I looked down at my wrist and saw the watch my grandfather gave me. A tear ran down my cheek because I knew that it had to go. The next morning, I cycled to the pawn shop, and when I put the watch on the glass counter, the guy slammed $400 into my hand. I laughed. Don't play games. We both know the watch is worth at least $700. He shrugged. $400. Take it or leave it. I took it. That night, I set up the bike in the garage, polishing the pedals and handles with an old cloth, and covering the bike under a blanket, all to make sure I could give my...
How old? The guy's 1,000 years old. By the way, you can look at my tablet percent right now. It's
On the
literally a
Christmas
6,
he'd
7. Even though it's dead, but it's still funny right now to me.
forget. I was waiting there early on Christmas morning, and at 6 a.m., I could hear him calling my name. Dad, where are you? I hollered, in the garage, son. He came sprinting inside with a lumpy package in his hands. He ran straight past the bike and handed it to me. Open your gift first, Dad. I peeled back the paper, and my whole body went still. It was my grandfather's watch. Sam shrugged and rattled it off like it was nothing. I saw your wrist had been empty ever since that day at the mall, and I figured you heard what I said and sold it to get me the bike. I had my bike money saved, so I got it back. I immediately crouched down to his level and hugged him so tight he could barely breathe. But son, the bike, that was yours. He pulled back, frowning like it was obvious. I told you, Dad, I don't want anything for me. The mall sat every day for 2 years. The homeless man stood on our street corner singing for money. His clothes were torn.
Delivery!
I carefully set my new laptop on my couch and stood up to get a drink. But then my rich friend walked up. My teacher ripped the switch out of...
Yeah, I watched this, but you guys weren't there that time, so...
When a firefly bit me at a cookout, I dropped. I was flying on a rescue helicopter.
Watch that.
My mother had a chessboard.
Watch
My big
that.
brother Patrick showed me his VR headset and said,
No, don't do this.
a toddler was doing a crossword puzzle. My older brother gave me a pair of brand new Jordans and said Santa Claus got them for me. I was 8 years old and believed him instantly. Before Kyle, our fridge was empty most nights, and my mom worked doubles just to keep the lights on. Then Kyle started coming home with food, clothes, things we never had before, all from the North Pole. Our neighbor got a brand new microwave, and the family across the street got winter coats for their... I was camping with my 5-year-old son when I unzipped our tent at night to pee and came face to face with 3 bear cubs. But when I looked up, a huge...
Oh my goodness. Kick the cubs, kill the bird, and then eat its meat, and then go for a pee.
mama bear stood right over them, staring dead at me, and let out a low growl. My whole body locked up.
What the hell?
To weigh so slow I couldn't even close the flap. I'm a wildlife biologist, so I knew the one rule: never get between a mama and her.
No food for you little poo-poos.
I was in my room when I caught a smell of something burning. I rushed to open the door and saw the entire air downstairs glowing in orange flame. The fire spread toward...
This is Storytime Edition.
My dad barged into my
What
room.
was that?
This is Storytime Edition for when I bought...
My dad barged into my room at 7 in the morning.